What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dowsay. This is episode 8.
8.
Say it again. What episode we on?
8.
Ocho.
8.
I did deuces, but y'all know I meant 8.
Right. I mean, it's Dawson.
Anyway, we like to say thank y'all for tuning in. All the new subscribers, all the comments,
Yes.
all the love.
All the love.
Sharing, reposting.
The love and the hate.
We appreciate you. Yeah. That too.
that's right.
There was a lot of hate this last one, but you know.
Well, not
we appreciate
well, yeah,
y'all
a little
too.
bit.
It's
But you
all
know,
right.
they tuning in, so you can.
That's
It's really love.
and I know that's
important.
right.
You can't have hate without love. That's how it works.
And you asked in one of our episodes, do people really have haters? Is it safe to say we have some?
I mean, I won't call them haters yet.
I know that's right.
All right. Anyway, it's your
we
girl
have some-
Barbie Dow Diva,
Queen.
brother with a camera,
Behind the camera.
as always.
That look she gave me when I almost
Yeah,
messed the
because
intro
like,
up.
don't mess my intro up.
I'm
okay?
sorry. I apologize. I didn't know. I was looking down at these shout outs, but I do have shout outs for the commenters from the last episode. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
So we have the Vibery one more time.
Hey, Vibe.
We have Tosh B Live, Prayer Warrior in full effect. Well, damn.
And I know that's
Well, hey, Tosh be live.
All right.
Prayer warrior in full effect.
We got Honest Girl B Lemon.
Hey,
Let's
girl.
We have D Brown, who said, I'm happy I found this podcast. Y'all dope.
And I know that's right, Brown.
Right. We appreciate that, Brown.
Get down with the brown.
And the Vibery, I'm sorry. I know who that is. Big up.
Oh, you know who
Shout
that
out
is?
to you. Yes.
Okay. We have Siobhan M,
Hey, Vaughn.
Hey, Vaughn.
Cynthia Burns,
Let's go.
Hey, girl.
Messia J, MECIA, Messia J.
Hey, boo.
Cindy.
And then I don't know.
Hey, girl.
I don't know. We have Terrell Baylock.
Hey, Terrell.
Terrell.
She back again.
This is Eobard Thorny. EOBARN.
He
Eobard
is so
Thorny.
sorry for chopping your name.
I
up.
apologize, but you know.
Hello.
Then we got Nate Talley,
Let's go,
Nay.
Nay.
and we got Amir.
Hi, Mir.
Hey.
And that's it. We appreciate y'all, you know.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Thank y'all for tuning in.
How y'all feeling today?
We feel great.
You feel great, huh?
All right, well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feel real great today, guys. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Doing all right. So I got a little something for y'all to I'm gonna say react to, but more have a discussion with. It's a old clip. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a little serious. Not serious, but
Let's
you know.
go.
This is an old clip between it's called a dialogue. It's between Nikki Giovanni and James Baldwin, who were like two prominent authors and black figures in Black American culture.
Okay.
So they back in like I think 73, they sat down and just had a dialogue. 71? Okay.
71.
Either one. I'm sorry. But they had a dialogue back and forth. And there's a certain section here that refers to like the time period and the dynamics between black women and black men, and how, you know, if a black man kind of like is working all day and he's struggling with society on him, and then when he goes home, he might not love his wife in the correct way. Like he might be cold, or he might be, you know, whatever he might be.
Yeah.
So this little back and forth, I think, is a good depiction of that and something to discuss.
Okay.
So if y'all ready,
We ready?
I'll go and check this out. This is James Baldwin, Nikki Giovanni, a dialogue.
There's something, because all I know that works in the world is a relationship.
Yes, all right.
Okay, that's all that's going to work. It takes two people to have a relationship.
Yeah, but the
If you
relationship.
don't have a dream, fake it.
But the relationship, you can't fake a dream.
You got to fake it, because we don't have dreams these days. How the hell can you have a dream? For what?
Well, it isn't.
So everybody's jiving, but let's jive on that level.
If I love you, I can't lie to you.
Of course you can lie to me, and you will. If you love me and you're going off with Maddie someplace, you're lying to me. Because what the hell do I care about the truth? I care if you're there. What Billie Holiday say, hush now, don't explain.
That's deep.
All right, I accept that.
Of course.
All
Of
right,
course
I
you lie to me,
accept
because
that.
I don't even want to care. What does the truth matter? And why are you going to be truthful with me when you lie to everybody else? You lied when you smiled at that cracker down the job, right? Lie to me, smile. Treat me the same way you would treat him.
I can't treat
You
you the way I
must.
treat him.
You must. Because I've caught the frowns and the anger. He's happy with you. Of course he doesn't know you're unhappy. You grin at him all day long. You come home and I catch hell. Because I love you, I get least of you. I get the very minimum. And I'm saying, you know, fake it with me. Is that too much of the black woman to ask of the black man? For 10 years, so that we can get a child on his feet that says, yeah, father smiled at mother. He talked to me about school today. Who cares that you can read or can't read? Most Americans can't read. Most people can't read. They look at the pictures.
All right, so I'm going to stop it right there. And first and foremost, I think this is a very powerful conversation that everybody should watch. Like, it's really dope. But thoughts?
First of all, my first thought, Miss Giovanni, baby. That's my first thought, you know, come from that background, one of my idols.
Right.
It's just the way she formatted, putting it into perspective for me even,
right,
who's usually very strong and resilient, if that makes sense. Basically, like, it defines why I don't pipe down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, give me... She said, because I love you, I get the least of you.
Right.
So you can fake it in this world and make everybody else happy.
Right.
But you come home to me and I get the shit into the stick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do for everybody else. That last 2.5 at home. Bring it on home. You know what I'm saying? It's deep as shit. Like,
the crazy part is this is an ancient conversation.
I mean,
and it's like it's so relevant.
I feel like today though, everybody is in the don't lie to me stage.
So that's the question I was gonna get to when she said, "Lie to me the way you lie to everybody else." Yeah. So I was gonna pose a question to y'all: is like, as black women or as women in general, really, do y'all really want the truth or do you want to feel good? Which one's more important?
I think it really depends on the person, though. Honestly, on
and what's happening. Like, it depends. Like, I want the truth when it's necessary, and lie to me when you got to learn to balance, brother. You got to learn how to balance this shit, just like we do.
But so with that saying, like,
she had a reason for why she wanted to be lied to. She stated, she said, so this kid can grow up and say, "Daddy smiled at mommy."
Facts. That's
Daddy
true.
talked to me about school. So when it's working for the family, absolutely. If you, as an individual, don't want to be lied to and just rather know the truth, then, you know, it should be that. But then sometimes women be like, "Don't lie to me, tell me the truth," and then can't handle it.
Right.
Men too.
That too.
Men too.
That's true.
Want the truth and can't handle the truth.
Right.
Or you tell them the truth and they like, "Nah, you lying." Well, I just told you the truth and now I'm a liar. Like,
right.
What do you want from me? I feel like back then I don't know. I don't think you were looked at the way people look at people now. Like, now you just lie for nothing. Back then you lied if you had to.
But you know that's
to
like
protect the person. Like you said, "I love you," so I lied to you.
Right.
But I feel like it's not like that no more. I don't think people love the way they did back in 1971.
Deep.
So when they lying to
as
you,
deeply as they did.
Yes.
But it makes sense what she's saying. She like, tell me good lies. Like, tell me lies that make me feel as genuine as society. Are you out here making society feel relevant? Come home and make me feel that same relevancy.
So now if you
but you done spent 20 years with a man that lied to you and you thinking you in love, and after the 20 years
the
kids on their way to college,
he just don't have he just does not have energy by the time he gets to you to, you know what I'm saying, to be out here flashing his Uncle Tom. But the thing is, she still want to feel some kind of vibe,
That's
some
fact.
kind of
That's
significance. So lie to me like you lie to them motherfuckers, because it's important right now to
Right.
lie to me, to keep our home together.
right.
You understand?
So I think
1971 home together. But now,
I think she definitely made a really poignant point saying that, like, you know, if you're gonna pretend with everybody else, and I'm supposed to be the most important person to you, then it makes sense to pretend with me. But I get the complete opposite, where you give me the least of you, like she said.
Absolutely.
So it's a dope conversation. But so he kind of is gonna rebuttal that part in here. So we'll watch that. We're gonna watch that, and then we'll continue the conversation afterwards. So here we go.
Baby, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying, and I don't disagree. But no, I'm gonna be honest and think about it really. I'm not so sure that is a human possibility. If I have to smile all day, and the cat on the job, the foreman, you don't understand why I'm smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I want to smile, I'm smiling because that baby needs new shoes. I can't give a performance all day on the job and come home and give a performance all night in the house.
Okay, so one of the performances will stop.
Yes. So you say, and okay, I might be willing to go with it, but who's going to pay the rent?
You're back to that again. The rent will get paid.
Look, baby, I'm willing to play it your way, but you have to see my point of view.
I see your point of view, but the rent will have to get paid.
The price of the rent is my smile.
No.
Wow.
I don't want you prostituting yourself. I demand.
I don't want
not be
you
a
prostituting yourself either. One of us has got to work.
You will work it out because you are intelligent enough and you are sensitive enough. You are a man enough to work out a new system because we started off with everybody's protest now and we're back there again. As long as the assumptions are the same, nothing will change.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
all right, so we can stop there. So his counterpoint, I can't do it all day. I'll go crazy pretty much. It's not humanly possible to fake that emotion. And I have to provide for you. So I've thought it out that it makes more sense to smile here so I can provide there.
Yeah.
That's deep too.
He said the price of the rent is my smile. But the price of his marriage is his smile as well.
He's in a catch-22, rocking a hard place.
Wow, but that was very deep, boy. He said
Now, I
the
understand
price
this
of the rent is my smile.
Right.
Uncle Tom ass nigga, but not that he wants to be. He has to be. Like, he got to smile.
But you can't. But that's unfair to say in that time period.
You don't even understand it. I'm not even coming for him. I'm siding with him. Like, I got to fucking smile.
She called James Baldwin and Uncle Tom
because
ass
he's
nigga.
telling you I have to put on a performance, which means I'm faking. I don't like them, the white man, all day long. I have to smile in the white man face.
Well, keep in mind, he's not talking about himself necessarily. He's talking about, maybe,
and in general,
maybe he is, but he's talking about a time. But you got to understand the time period and discrimination,
right, that's
racism.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting. Like, I got to be an Uncle Tom ass all day long,
right? And
then pretend like I like the shit, and then you want me to come home and act all fucking jolly about everything. But
fair enough.
You know, it's not, and it's a crazy thing because it's a mental battle on both ends.
Right.
Yeah. You got to take the good with the bad and the ugly. But for real, they both have valid ass points because if she continues to allow that without addressing it, the marriage will dissolve. Mm-hmm. It'll just be forgotten about. It'll be his 9 to 5 and coming home and you're just there. You're there. You're a part of this house. You're an ornament. Like,
right. But at the same time, he's an ornament that's providing for y'all.
Did you not hear her? The renter get paid.
Now that's the part that I don't think men can understand. That's idealistic to say.
You know what I see her saying?
What?
Behind every strong man is a strong woman. And that's why she stood back like that and said that. The rent is going to get paid with security.
But who can live off that, off that faith? Like, there's no assurance. You're just saying it. It's going to get paid. We'll figure it out.
But basically, this got something to do with our table we talked about in the last episode. But for real, like, she knows what she can provide to that table if it's coming home correctly. Like, what can you give if it's not given? And that's period. What can you give in any situation if it's not given?
Well, all right, so we got to kind of change it, though, because obviously society is far different during this time compared to now, whereas we're not facing the kind of adversity nearly on the level that they would have been facing to have these issues, to even have this conversation in the first place. But I don't know. That's like both of them make really good points, and it's hard to
It's like you got to know your balance. You got to know when to support your man, when to tell him you need a little bit more. Now, I don't know about back then because you didn't have much you could really say back then. I feel like women didn't have that much of a voice. She was a very powerful voice back then.
Right.
So her opinion is really the difference anyway.
I think so. Also, you got to look at from a generational point of view. He's much older than her. Mm-hmm. And so her maybe thought process was more young and rebellious and more like had more hope also. Whereas his, going through what he's gone through, especially with his own personal life, it was more like he already saw how things were and kind of just accepted it and said, this is what it is, as opposed to her idea is more like, we got to change how it is. Yeah. But then I
want to know
Go ahead.
Tweet's POV. And this is why, because I am usually the boisterous one and I'm kind of falling back, like trying to figure out how I feel because it's dialogue. It's just like depicting brains.
That's all it is.
But we need the conservator to come on in and shed some light because it's a lot to say about this from point of views.
I mean, obviously, I'm quiet because I really don't know. And it's not too often I don't know what to say. But right here, I really am at a loss for words. And the only thing I can come up with is the best thing they're doing is communicating.
Right.
So in order for him to understand and her to understand, they would basically have to have that type of...
to understand me. That's something you said you need.
And understand. So
right.
that's pretty much what I got. I don't know. It's a battle. It's really a battle.
It's like a depicting of each other's mind, the dialogue and who's gonna be right or wrong, who's right or wrong, right?
Right.
Yeah. I don't think neither one of them is wrong.
Right. It's
and
dialogue. It's trying
what
to
she
see
wants and what he needs and what he's going through. It's just being able to understand.
Deep. It's definitely
very deep.
Each other.
He said, my smile pay the rent.
The cost of the rent is my smile.
That's really something that's standing out.
People still go through that now. I mean,
yes,
clocking 9 to 5's got a shitty job. They got families and stuff to take care of.
Isn't that exactly what an influencer is?
Pretend to be happy and smile, and then
what?
Okay, so now he going to work. He clocking a 9 to 5, and he's paying all the bills, and she home complaining because he ain't come home smiling and squeezing her butt.
Right.
Well, you done had a long day at work.
Right.
So maybe if she get out and work too and contribute, then.
But then who watches the kid, the little boy?
Back then that wasn't an
option.
option.
I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm taking that and putting it in today.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because some women still may complain about the same things today.
Right.
With what's going on. Well, he don't show me
y'all know me. I'm ready to get it started. I'm gonna make him forget about his day he had at work.
What are you contributing to help relieve some of the weight off his back?
Oh, you a little stressed? Come here. Let's fix that real quick. Get right back on tune real quick.
What thing was that when they be like, I could be a private dancer?
Private, whatever I need to be.
Was that?
That's a strong woman though. Even now, knowing to be submissive enough to see, all right, probably had a rough ass day. Let me help him.
I'm crying.
Let me help him handle this handle bust off a little bit.
Right.
Release some of that stress. You know what I'm saying? Bring him back to center real quick.
Right. I think men appreciate that out there.
Is that feminine enough?
Oh shit!
Nah, baby, we too masculine out this motherfucker.
Yeah, not quarter of these fresh and fit fan niggas.
It's okay. I know the balance. I definitely know the balance, but the shit is deep.
Yeah, I just think it's a dope.
Enlightening.
It's a dope something to check out. I think everybody should at least check out the conversation. You can find it on YouTube if you look up James Baldwin and Nikki Giovanni. It'll come up. It's like an hour and some change when you watch the whole thing.
2 hours.
And they talk about and they talk about various topics, not just the dynamics between men and women in that time period.
So was that like a podcast back then? Is this like a podcast situation?
I mean, technically it is, but really it's just a show. It's an interview. But technically it is like a podcast.
Right, dope.
When you really break it down, that's all they're doing is sitting and talking.
Right.
So you know,
of the different views.
Look at where they've come from there to here.
Right. Dope as hell. On Da Say, y'all heard it first.
Yeah.
Episode 8.
If you ain't got no topics, I do got something else we can segue into that I think actually.
All right, turn that off because it's like a distraction.
Turn what off? TV? Oh, no, true.
I keep looking at
it. Mm-hmm. That we can segue into. I'm dropping shit.
Yep, always.
Let's segue.
So the idea of feelings, right? And to be more specific, feeling validation. So I had a conversation with somebody earlier on Instagram. It was a post, pretty much a dude saying you should never argue with women because all they're gonna say is like I feel, rather than getting down to the real root of whatever the issue is, and then they'll deflect and use other methods of responding, but never really getting to the root. It's just I feel, right? Now, me personally, I've experienced this firsthand multiple times.
I feel.
And so what I'm asking y'all is, when it comes to validating feelings, because people in the comments were saying like, oh, well, yeah, you just got to validate my feelings, da-da-da-da. So my view is that that's cool and all, but sometimes your feelings can be wrong. And it seems like people don't accept that. Women seem to say, as long as you feel something, what I feel should always matter. So I need some clarity or what your opinions are on this.
Wow, what do you mean? Like,
Throw an example out there.
Throw an example out there?
Yeah.
All right. I got 2 examples out. I got one that's personal, but I won't use that one yet.
Okay.
So let's just say, let's reverse it. Let's say you with a dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say you want to go out to a bar or something. You want to go hang out.
Okay.
And he don't want you to go.
Okay.
Right? Now let's reverse that. Let's say he wants to go out to a bar. You don't want him to go.
Right.
So either he goes or he doesn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't want him to go, now you'll say to him, like, but I don't want you to go. This is how I feel.
Like, I feel like you should stay home with me.
So what does he do in that case? How does he validate your feelings and still get his way? How does that work without him being the bad guy and you just being like, or you getting over your feelings and being like, all right, it's cool. Like, because there is no compromise there. He either goes or he doesn't.
I think it's balanced though.
How,
like if you're the type of guy that goes out all the time,
right,
5 days out the week,
right,
the lady says she wants you to stay home,
right.
I mean, like at some point, make her feel like she is.
That's fair, but what if that's not the case?
If it's a random, he's just hanging with the guys, and she's just one of them clingy girls.
Okay, fair enough, right?
And don't want him to go. At some point, you gotta cut the umbilical cord. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta give some freedom, some space, because you'll suffocate a motherfucker by being like that. So,
I
think it really just depends.
I'm one of them people. I'm gonna let you roam. I'm gonna let you roam until when you come looking for me, I'm gone. Or MIA. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not one to nag a lot. If I see you going to do this or that, I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you, and I'm going to let you, and I'm going to let you.
I'm nagging.
Until you come looking for me, and then I'm going to be like, but remember?
That's petty. So you holding on to it then?
Yeah, because the fuck, I'm not going to sweat you. I shouldn't have to tell you. I told you I'm going to learn your ass. Is one thing.
Yeah,
or
but then
another.
all right. But then what you doing is you still feeling because
I kind of
still using that against them.
The thing is, look, I don't care if my man go out. So a time or two, you gonna get that. But if it become repetitive and you don't know how to figure out your balance, I'm gonna let you hang yourself. It's that simple. Especially if I say it a time or two.
Right.
I ain't gonna say it too many times.
Right.
It's that simple.
I believe certain situation calls for people's feelings to be validated. Let me put it that way. Certain situations.
So I agree with that too, but I agree the opposite also, that certain situations calls for the feelings to be invalidated.
Well, of course it would coexist.
But that's where the issue lies. Apparently, if you invalidate somebody's feelings, you're what they say, you gaslighting them, or you doing whatever the terms they use now. You can't invalidate somebody's feelings because they feel it. So you can't tell them their feelings is wrong.
But certain actions cause you to have those feelings. It's not. I mean, some people do get in their own heads, and just be like thinking crazy stuff.
Right.
But sometimes certain actions can cause certain feelings.
All right. So let me segue into my personal situation I had before. I'm gonna keep it somewhat vague. I was with a girl. She had an issue with me because I didn't do a certain action she wanted me to do. Don't really matter what it was. She didn't want me to do something that she wanted me to do, right? I was unaware it needed to be done. She had an issue with this.
Okay.
So I say, oh, okay, well, next time, why don't you just ask me to do it? Because I didn't know, and then I'll do it, and then cool, we'll be good. And the response I got is, well, no, I feel like I shouldn't have to ask you. So I'm like, well, to me, that's not clear communication, because how am I going to know what to do if you don't ask me, if you don't tell me? And then once again, I got back, yeah, I still don't feel like I should have to ask you.
All right, so can we make the situation you had to do take out the trash?
It's something trivial like that, yeah.
Okay.
It's something that trivial, but yeah.
Like, why didn't you take out the trash? You seen it. Why do I gotta ask
Okay,
you?
but it's something less obvious than that. It's trivial, but way less obvious than that.
We're just using trash.
No, but because now that makes it like something that, okay, this is here every day, something that's always done.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a little more.
So I think it's what the situation could be, because like, let's just say I'm in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hit a little hard time or something, just like vice versa, him or her, whoever. I don't think I should have to ask for your assistance in getting out of that situation. If you see in this situation, you know when it's occurring, we in this shit together, why I gotta ask you? Because if I gotta ask you, it may. Here's my thing with something like that. First of all, what if you don't got exactly what I need?
Yeah.
Something like that. I'd rather you step to the table like a man should. Like, first of all, I read somewhere that a man appreciates you more when you exercise the hero complex. You know what that is?
Okay.
Like instead of a woman always being independent and feeling like I got this, I don't need you. The hero complex, like she needs her man, and when the
provider,
man,
yeah.
right, like kind of like dumb down a little bit all the boisterous stuff and make him feel like your hero.
Right.
So with that being said, I don't think that I should have to come to you if something get thick and ask. It should be seen and like, look, that gives you the chance to, even if you can't cover the whole thing, you step to that plate first with what you can do. And then why I gotta outsource when you sitting right here, or even, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gonna make me feel weird. Like,
But that's
if I gotta
that's
ask
a
you and
lack
then
of
you say no.
communication.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
That's a lack of
You're not
communication.
communicating.
Like, why are people so afraid to
It's like
remind somebody?
Exactly.
It's nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
It's not even about reminding. Sometimes, like
It's
if
ego.
my niggas say, okay, oh damn, I'm that. Like I called 4 flats. Whatever I got, you got it. You gonna fix them 4 flats. You ain't even got to say it to me. If you're saying it out
then
loud,
you'll have
damn, I
some
called
people that
4
be like-
flats. I automatically know to be like, damn, where you at? What you need? Right? You know what I'm saying? I would want that same feeling. Like, depends on what it is. The trash or something.
What about,
I'm
what
gonna say
about
my
you
piece.
touch your 4 flats, right? And you're like, oh my God, I just called 4 flats. And the person like, well, what you gonna do? You got AAA? Well, all right, well, let me know.
That's what I'm saying. Then now I have to
Like,
say,
it's
well,
a
can
different
you help?
response.
Can you send somebody? I shouldn't have to tell my man to be the head and not to tell. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to tell my man what's understood don't need to be explained. Because you want me to go ask you and then you say no and then I got to get it from somewhere else.
So hold on. Is that
No.
the fear? But is that the fear of not asking that he gonna say no?
Rejection?
I mean, first of all, nobody want to just be, first of all, you don't want the man to be coming crazy or anything else. And that shouldn't even have to be, because men, it seemed like back in the day, that wasn't a thing where you couldn't go to a man and tell the man, you need this as the man, and he tried to provide it. Now you got to feel weird about it because niggas act all crazy.
Why? Explain that to me, because I don't understand that concept. Because I wasn't that crazy, so I need to.
Some guys act crazy.
I need you to break
Some
that
guys
down.
act crazy when you need shit. And why? You shit the fuck? You laying right here or whatever the case. Some guys just act crazy. Who want that discomfort? Then it make you have to look at boys sideways, or you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that come with it. I just feel like right away I know.
That's a fear.
I feel like right away I know if it's something, if my time is gonna be there or not by stupid shit, yeah. But things that shouldn't have to be explained, I need a man to be a man and just.
I
be
was
like,
raised up taught that closed mouths
Don't get fed. That's how I was gonna say.
And I ain't afraid to ask or say
Right.
nothing. And then I'll deal with you accordingly once I express to you what I need. But you can't expect people to be mind readers. You know what I mean? You gotta let.
That's what I'm saying.
sometimes you
That's
gotta
why
let
I said,
people
I
know
stated in the
what you
beginning, they
need.
know clearly what you're going through.
You
They
can't-
know
but
with
that's the thing.
you.
That's the thing. You really can't always say that. Now let's say
everybody
so for example,
logically
in the
thinks.
situation I was in, we wasn't living together, nothing like that. So, but like if you living together, maybe because you see somebody on a daily
Yeah.
basis and you know something got to
Yeah.
get done, but that ain't always gonna be the case. So my situation was living together. So it's just like I don't know this needs to be done without you telling me.
Yeah.
Like it just I don't know.
Right.
So, and you can't always assume that when you're going through something that somebody's near you, that they really feel what you're going through, that you're just not really fair. Like you want that because that's your people's. And it's like, well, you see me going through this, that doesn't always connect. Sometimes you might have to really tell somebody like, listen, this is what I'm going through. And this is what I need you to do.
Sometimes
That's what I'm
they bring their
saying. And then
own
I'm the
needs,
type, I'm going
going
to
through
tell
their
you,
own
and I'm going to
stuff.
tell you once, maybe twice, and then I ain't saying it no more. I'm
Right.
But if you tell them, it's different. You tell them and they don't, that's after that, you've communicated. So now it's
Yeah.
like,
But let me ask you a question honestly, girl, woman to woman.
Pause.
Don't you feel the uncomfort when you do have to like put the worm out the candle or say something to a man and then you do get that weird ass uncomfort, then it make you look at him different, right? Then the whole thing, everything, the
I will say
trajectory
this:
changes.
if I express to a man something I need, and he does not acknowledge or do anything to help me in that situation, yes, it will make me look at him weird. And me personally, I probably wouldn't deal with him after that, because if I express to you something I need, or you express
Right.
something to me you need, and it's not done, I expect you to deal with me the same way, because I would do anything for the person I'm with.
But let me ask you a question. Even if you just communicating, kicking it with a person, right? And you
Like a
telling them
friend.
you going through some things, and you don't have to tell that friend, and they say, "Come here, I got this for you." Make you look at them completely different with another
you
level.
mean?
It just makes you feel like they the head and not the tail. Like certain men, I have a thing
then
where
you
it's a
know why you
certain
can't
type of
judge
man I'm
based off
attracted
that?
to, like that. Like,
But sometimes you can't judge based off that, because the man that can't help you in this moment may not be able to help you in
And
the
I-
next couple
and I get
moments.
that, and I
Because
get that.
sometimes they be having their own shit going on. They got to get their shit straight
And I get
before they
that.
can help you with anything. You know what I mean? So No, I don't really look at them like that. But then it's all about communication. If you express to me like, oh, I'm a little fucked up right now, but in a couple of weeks I should be good. I can help you out as much as I can. Blah blah blah.
I feel like this.
I
feel like if you have somebody that will do anything for you, but you might have to ask for it, that's way better than.
I ain't got no problem asking.
Right, but I'm saying that's way better than having somebody who might not do it, and like even if you
what's
ask,
going on? You good? Damn,
right? To me, long as
all
they'll
right.
do what you need, that's all that matters. As long as you get the results, whether you got to ask or you don't have to ask.
Just different ways of thinking.
I think learning people.
I just been through phases where I had to ask and phases where I didn't have to ask, and I'm more.
Like naturally, you gonna like not having to ask.
I like
better.
decided when I don't have to ask. That just makes me grow. That just makes my outlook of the type of man that I like for myself.
That makes sense, but
to shine differently. You know what I'm saying? And
the one that you
make
may
you
have
glow
to
a little different.
I have to learn you, and eventually he'll learn. Like, all right, let me just make sure she good because she probably gonna snap the book out if I don't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even want to have to turn to that chick. Period. I want to stay on my soft essential because you just knew how to court me. You just knew, like I'm saying, I wouldn't even want a nigga's whole bag.
These men these days, please.
Here she go.
It is the men these days, but let me just remind you, it is also the woman and how she's presenting herself, what she's out here in this world doing. She said, present yourself
better.
These men don't know how to court you. I don't care. They don't know what
they don't. I mean, you got some that do, some that don't.
Lord, pray for them.
I'm just saying.
Pray for them.
I'm just saying.
The older men, let's be honest though, it be
I've
older
dated,
men. The men our age and a little bit younger don't know what the hell they doing.
Some of them older ones too. I'm sorry, some of them
older ones definitely was still breastfed for a very long time.
Some of them older ones too.
Majority of them older men done been through some shit and already know, like, yeah, I already know what I got to do if I want.
It don't even have to be big.
Right, so, but you don't.
You can hear a person going through the simplest thing. I don't care if you say, look, you need a ride. First, before I don't care what it is. I just need a man. I like the man to be the head and not the tail. Don't make me have to come asking you or begging you for anything.
Right.
Show me you're going to be there and support me from the top, from the rip.
But that don't mean.
Shouldn't have to need nothing or no one else, and I want to feel that.
But that don't mean he's not supporting you though. That's the thing. He's still
but I'm saying you're
you.
telling me a different way. That's something to explore. People are different. People are raised different. People go about things differently.
All right, so let me bring it back to my initial point.
Yeah.
If you want me to do something, but you don't want to tell me what it is, you're not a good communicator. And now I'm going to invalidate your feelings. Because I've given you the solution to get the results you need. Yeah,
if a man says something like that to me and then from that point I start gunning, I don't want to hear anything. You better do what I'm asking you because that's how you presented it. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful with your words because... Well, you open that door, that's where we at with it.
I mean, that don't mean every little thing you say. Come on now. Don't get crazy. Hey, don't get wild with it.
Fix that. Clarify yourself.
Don't get wild.
Disclaimer.
But my point is, most of the time you need something, I got you, but you just may have to tell me what it is. That's the point. Yeah. You trying to make a slave out of a nigga.
No, I'm just saying you got to be valid in what you're saying, period. That's why I would just rather not even ask, like, period. Like, just volunteer.
It's interesting that's two totally different
It's always that women are different. Mm-hmm. Like we all don't feel the same about everything.
Yeah.
Experience makes you have your outlook.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I agree.
That's probably true.
I agree.
It's crazy, but it's true. Because in my mind, from a logical standpoint, only one makes sense and one doesn't.
All of us feel that way. That's why I
completely understand her and she completely understands me.
I understand what you're saying. But logically, to me, communication is the important factor.
Absolutely.
If you don't want to communicate, and to me, not asking is not communicating, you're going against logic.
Even
now.
As a
you
kid,
want magic to happen.
But even as a kid, like growing up, you had to ask your parents for certain things you wanted.
Right.
They didn't
Sometimes
just
you didn't even want to ask
on Christmas,
them.
you get mad when they bought you a bunch of bullshit, but they told you to make them a list. And you never made the list, and you're mad that they just bought whatever the fuck they wanted to.
So I don't understand why people grow up and that shit changes. Like now,
write me a list of what you need me to do.
Now all of a sudden, I don't gotta ask nothing. I don't understand that, and then get mad when you don't get it.
Because I came from the background, my mom was like, "Don't ask me for shit. I'm gonna get you with the I can afford. You better like something in this motherfucking group of shit."
No, we used to get the circulars and go in there and circle all the toys you want.
Then you be scared to ask mom for anything. She going, "Fuck is that, mom? Don't ask me for shit." All right, all right.
That talk before you go in the store. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't put nothing in my cart. Don't
touch
put nothing in my bag.
Right. Don't look at nothing.
Period.
I already knew the talk, so I tried to steal that shit and then got my ass beat when I got home. I already knew. She talking about why did you steal it? Because you told me not to ask for shit.
I took matters to my own hands.
Y'all shout out.
So wait, I got a segue off the off your little segue about courting and men don't court. What you said, that bullshit.
You said that's what I said.
No, that's what Ms. Barbie Doll said. Here's a question.
Yes.
You said men, especially younger men, don't court women anymore, right?
No.
If I got 10 women giving me pussy and I ain't got to do much, why would I court you? Honestly.
My point.
So
but
wait,
you just
hold on.
made my point.
No. My point is, how you gonna blame men for this?
That's the thing. And then when you find one that knows
y'all
her
giving
worth,
pussy away like
then when
it's
you find the one that
hotcakes.
knows her worth and she feels like she's the difference, then we're the
Lord.
problem. But it's something about that you gotta have.
Wait, say that again. Say it again.
When you find the one that knows her worth, then she's problematic.
Yeah.
When she really just fucking knows her worth, I'm not those 10 other bitches,
Problematic.
and you're not just getting this pussy.
I mean, sometimes she's
But then
also
it's-
problematic.
And let me tell you, she's problematic, and she's gonna be even more
You
because
made
she know
my
you
point,
want
though.
this pussy,
You
but
got 10
she's
women
not as easy as the
throwing
rest
you
of them
pussy.
girls.
Why
Right.
would you court me? That's what I just said. Men don't court.
Well, I court, but I'm saying the point is,
No, not you.
I know,
Men.
but I'm saying the point is, whenever you come into this mode, you always really go hard at men like it's our fault. Y'all the ones giving pussy away.
Y'all ain't gotta listen. It's dick being given away too. Like
Yeah, and
do you
don't
every
think
matter.
woman is not
right
the
up to every
same.
dick
Every
that wanna
woman
come
is not
inside
the
of us?
same.
It don't matter.
You're gonna
Right.
fuck
That's-
every coochie
that's
that
the-
wants to fuck
That's
you?
the fundamental difference between men and women.
What's the difference?
Is that
Fucking is fucking.
no, not that.
Y'all get more pleasure than we get.
Exactly my point. Fucking for y'all ain't just fucking. A lot of y'all.
It's not. It's
a
too
lot
much.
of y'all-
You can't make it scum half the time. You gotta be some type of emotional connection for that type of stuff to happen. All right, guys, we back. I had to take a quick break and
breaky
refill
break.
my cup. I did champagne tonight, y'all. I mean,
Champagne.
you know.
We toasting to our viewers because we loving y'all. Hey,
Facts.
hey,
Clinkety, clinkety, clink. My glasses over there, but-
All right, back to what we were talking about. We was talking about
We was talking about
courting
courting
people.
and men and women, and you were saying something.
I'm talking about. See, I don't.
I was
listen
just
to me,
saying.
y'all.
I was saying.
Listen to me because they don't listen to me.
I was.
You ain't listen to me. He don't listen to
I
me. He's
do
talking about you
listen.
saying something.
I know we was going on a plight where you was debating that men don't really go through court and younger guys don't really take the time out to court women.
Well, he
anymore.
said that they got 10 women giving up.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah,
You know.
nookie, and
I was
so
saying it's
why
y'all
should
fault.
he work hard for yours?
Right. But do you hear how that sounds? Like sometimes people say things and they be excited that they said it, but did you just hear yourself?
But did you hear yourself when you initially said what you said?
What I say?
You was like, these niggas don't court no more.
They don't court
Right, and I'm saying, well, why? Because y'all.
because of coochie.
Y'all not different because you sit up here
So
saying
you
we
don't.
the problem.
Men don't require nothing but coochie. So all you want is coochie.
I mean, it depends on the day.
Nothing but coochie.
So on a Thursday-
Nobody you can trust. Nobody you
Look,
ain't got to worry about
depends on the
stealing out
day.
your safe, stealing
Depends-
from out your mattress.
Depends on the season.
You know what I mean? Doing drugs, getting high, stealing your jewelry.
If
You
it's-
don't want that. Just coochie.
If it's June, I might just want coochie. I don't know.
Oh,
Damn, this
God.
nigga said
See?
June.
If it's January though,
What you want in January?
Cuddle weather.
I might
That's what
need-
you
I
talking
might need a
about.
little more.
January
Buddy.
when you want the coochie.
I
June
need-
is when you don't.
I need to cuff something in January,
Cuffing season. You hear this shit, ladies? Be careful.
and then be free.
Be
at,
careful for
be,
the month of September through
You
October.
be like, let's
I
just
need to
have a
be-
mutual contract.
Be
I
free
might
at
can
first
deal with that.
at first fall. So
Soon as it get
Groundhog Day is
warm.
very important to me.
I'm turning into a Tatiana nigga, and you
What
leave
you
me
say
be.
on one of them podcasts is, I ain't
What?
never gonna find nobody. I ain't never gonna be happy. Ain't that what you told me?
Who said that?
You.
What I say? I don't
That's what
talk.
you
I don't
said to
talk
me.
that way at all.
Oh, you said that to me.
What I say?
I can rewind it on one of the podcasts.
I guarantee I've never said that.
And if I sing you the screen
I don't-
recording,
I'll give you $20.
why only 20? Boost it up.
Boost it up. I
funny.
said I'll never want to. I don't talk that way. That's
You
like
did say
that's
something
like
pertaining to
some-
me when I was.
Listen, this has to be verbatim
Yeah.
now. Maybe you took it wrong what I said, but I ain't say that. I don't talk
Watch,
that
I
way.
find it.
That's crazy.
gonna
That's
post
like
it in there.
that's like pathetic shit to me. Honestly, I don't think that way at all.
Here we
I'll
go.
never find nobody. I wish I would say that shit.
No, not me. You said I wouldn't.
Oh, I said about you.
Yeah.
Oh, I did say that probably.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to this guy.
Yeah.
I thought she
guy.
said I said about
This
myself.
guy.
Like,
No, I
what?
said you said it
I
about
know
me.
me.
This
All right.
guy.
I know me. I'm crying.
I wish I would say some stupid shit like that about myself.
This guy.
But you want to say some stupid shit like that about me?
There was a reason though I said that because he was talking shit.
About men, because y'all ain't shit.
He was saying he want to validate his fucking point of view.
Oh, look at it!
Validate
Look
his
at it! Look at it!
Here you go, validating his feelings, man. We always run this thing full circle.
All right, here's a question.
That's when you know
Wait,
it's a dope topic.
here's a question
It's
though. Back on that. Do you ever invalidate your own feelings? Because I do that all the time.
We mean invalidate. Don't try to create no new big words.
No, it's
Invalidate.
It's the
You
opposite
ever
of validate.
invalidate?
It's the opposite of validate.
So, for example, I've had times, even women, where I might have felt the kind of way, and then afterwards I'm like, oh nigga, you goofy for feeling like you a bitch ass nigga for feeling like that.
A little bit.
Like, why the fuck
So you
out?
checked yourself? But let me ask you a question now.
Yeah.
Throw it back.
I checked myself.
Did you check yourself where it counted to the person or to yourself?
Yeah, no, I do both. I have no problem doing that.
Accountability.
No yeah.
Accountability. There we go. Accountability.
But I'm saying, like, has that ever happened
Yes.
for y'all? Where you be like, oh, damn, you know what?
I was tripping.
Right.
Now, I may not have told the person, but I checked myself with myself.
Okay, got it.
And then I just come back around and be
Behind
nice.
closed
Like,
You
doors.
gotta tell the person now.
You
I never told the person.
You gotta tell the person.
I'll just come back around and be nice, like, hey.
See, look, that's the bullshit women do, though.
Wait, stop being like that. We can't be arguing.
Hey.
Because y'all
Don't be
want
like that.
y'all want to face that accountability heat. Y'all,
I did face it.
I
I faced it with myself.
You want to know? They ain't the same thing.
I don't need you in my face like, yeah, you know you was wrong.
But they say,
right. Like, I don't need that.
They say the apology is supposed to be as big as the fucking whatever you did at first.
I try to do it when I realize I've done it.
I just get
it don't. In my defense,
Go ahead.
by the time I realized the bullshit I done said or did, I had to calm down, and you was already going by the.
You fucked it up already.
Let me ask you something too.
Go ahead.
People that like to argue
Right.
in a relationship
Uh-huh.
and say a whole bunch of mean things to each other,
Okay.
right? And then you gotta go back and apologize for it.
Right.
Versus people who shut down and get quiet
Mm-hmm.
because they prefer not to say anything that they don't mean.
They prefer not to say anything that they don't mean.
Like
When you're in an
like
argument,
saying fuck you. I'm not gonna say fuck you because I know I don't mean it. So now I'm gonna get quiet. Now I'm mute. But some people don't like that. Some people like to argue. Like if you don't argue with them, you don't love them.
Right.
yeah, that's some crazy shit.
And because I'm quiet, I don't give a fuck.
And it's like it's crazy, and it's also at the same time I've had chicks that when they argue, you can tell they love you.
But see, that's so weird. I feel like I don't want to
So I'm
apologize
not-
for nothing.
I'm not-
So if we both get quiet right now
Right.
and not go back and forth and come back and visit this conversation with more settled minds, then we can probably have a more.
You're probably 100% correct.
If I'm arguing with you, you better
don't
take
wanna
that shit
argue.
in stride.
You know what it
'cause
is?
When I don't know more,
That's what they say. But what
You
about
got-
the women that just don't want to argue?
But you got some people.
when I don't want to argue no more, my attention is not there or nothing else is there
So,
no more.
so then it goes back to knowing your person.
Nah,
In the
but
beginning, you may know that she don't want to argue.
but see, no, not wanting to argue can also be seen as being dismissive. So it's like that's a tough thing. Just because you're saying you don't want to argue, it might come off as I don't want to argue because I don't really give a fuck about how you feel anyway. That's how it
Or
might come
maybe
off.
I don't want to argue because I don't
I've
feel
heard
like
that.
Saying.
arguing, like for me, gives bad energy and bad vibes amongst each other. So now we
Yes.
sitting here looking at you. I can't stand the
Yes.
fucking socks you got on your feet. I don't want to feel that way.
You
feel
ever
me?
haven't made that want to fucking argue and then be like, but now we have to make up like they Ike
Yes.
or something because I don't want to go to bed mad. Well, bitch, why would you start an argument with me or
Exactly.
something? And then tell me now I'm not allowed to be mad about it no more by the
Right.
end of the night.
But some people don't know how to let them feelings go right away, just like that.
I don't
Right,
know
right.
how to let the feelings
would
go,
it
so
not
don't
be
do
better
it.
to
Just
not
don't do
argue?
it.
Like just walk
If
away.
you argue with me or say some shit or do some shit that's gonna have me looking at you sideways while you sleep, I'm looking at you sideways like,
I don't.
don't even do
wanna
it.
do it.
Don't start with me. Fuck that. I'm holding my
gotta do it.
grudge.
I don't want to argue.
I think all right. It goes both ways really. 'Cause
But
it's
that's
like-
why I don't want to argue from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you get me to the point that I got a grudge or I just don't like the shit you said, we got a problem.
Now I will
the
have a
other
debate.
thing-
I will
What?
have a debate with you. I will go back and forth with you. But once it gets to the point that we're yelling and neither one of us are
throwing
being
in
heard,
insults.
now
Yeah, saying mean
now I
shit.
shut down because now you're just being mean. Now you're not even hearing me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hearing you because now I'm tuned out and I don't want to hear it. So for me, the best thing to do is be quiet because I'll get angry and just start spewing all types of things out there because you're spewing things at me. Fuck
Right,
you
right,
bald head, and your mom
right.
ain't
You
got just, and your mom
bald
is this, and you know what I mean.
Nah,
It
that's
just,
my
it
tongue
just
is
some
my
argument
weapon, so I'm
just
not
get
gonna
like
fist
that,
fight
and
you,
I'm
but I'ma
not
say
into
some
none
shit.
of that. You know
So
what I
you
mean?
saying y'all play dirty, so you don't want to play at all.
I
Right. My mouth is my weapon. I may
don't.
not want to sit out here and
And
fight
we
you
can-
like a real, like always want to be putting my hands on a nigga. So if you say something to offend me or hurt me, I'm going to use this tongue lashing to give you what you need. I really am. It doesn't matter.
I
I
do-
might even call you gay. I might be like,
See,
with
now
your
you
gay ass.
going too far.
Now she
You
got
know
you
what
got
I'm
to bleep that
Why
out.
would you call a nigga gay?
I'm just
I ain't
no.
doing that.
We don't got to bleep that out.
But why? But no, I'm saying.
Oh, he said the other word got to be bleeped out.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. No, don't try to say it.
He can say no, don't try to say it.
I'm just saying, like,
What
and
word
I
is
hate
that?
that
I'm
because
crying.
I will say whatever I need to say to make you go off.
I feel like this though.
Should have never came for me.
I think that a healthy relationship should be able to survive a healthy argument. Like I think
that
a
all the
healthy
time.
debate, not an
No,
argument.
no, it could
Once
be an
you
argument.
start arguing, I'm not hearing you no more. Your points aren't even being made. So no, your feelings are not going to be validated because I'm not hearing shit you say because I'm too busy trying to get what's on my chest off. Neither one of us are hearing each other. Somebody got to stop and listen.
fair enough, but that's gonna happen because we humans. So I feel like
I don't wanna
you
do it.
still should be able to get past that if that happens.
I feel like
It's
at
gonna
our
happen.
age, in our 20s, yes, arguments gonna
That's
happen.
gonna happen,
I feel like now we've learned we don't walk this path too many
See
times in
old
different
folks argue all the
relationships.
time.
Who wants to do that?
It's
though?
human
Like, at what
nature.
point do you show growth?
It's human nature.
Ain't no growth. Just gonna keep arguing.
It might
He's gonna
be.
keep yelling and spewing
If
all
y'all-
types
if
of stuff and throwing his clothes out the window
if
and
y'all got disagreements-
blocking his phone on social
I ain't
media
doing
and
all that.
text
I ain't
messages.
doing all that. I'm gonna say
It's
some
too
shit.
much.
I'm just
It's
like
human.
with your gay ass
gonna-
and then block you.
And then he ain't gonna let that go for the
Right.
next month.
But
I blocked you.
You
But
like,
I
I'm
blocked
like, babe,
you.
I missed you. You gonna be like, yeah, I thought I was gay.
Right.
Like what? That is over. Like why not?
Yeah, but
you
you-
shouldn't have called
so-
me gay. And it's something that's just gonna keep on going on and on. And it's like, God, come
So the question
on.
is, you really should.
I was mad.
You should know where the line is for whoever you with. That's what it is.
But what's the line when
You got it.
being
That's their line.
when you being interrogated or tossed up? What is the line that makes the line where you shouldn't be saying what you saying?
The line is don't argue with his ass. Shut down.
No, not necessarily. But like if you call him gay, like what's he got to say to you to make you say that to him?
So why? When I said it, you could just not answer my phone calls or something after we arguing, and then you like hang up on me, and then I try to call you to clarify it.
But you childish. What you mean? Like
Now you
what?
get it.
Right?
You answer the phone?
Like what?
Gay.
So you a habitual line stepper. Yeah, she off the chain.
Block.
Block. You're done.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
mean,
didn't answer my
I'm gonna block
motherfucking
you
calls?
and then I'm gonna call you and you not gonna answer.
Yo, that's like toxic as hell right there.
Toxic.
Mad
I
toxic.
What
told
y'all
you, I'm a
say?
little toxic, but
Arguing
you gonna
is
love it
toxic.
here.
So
You
you
gonna
saying
love it
relationship
here. No.
needs some type of toxicity. in
Arguing
it.
like that is toxic.
That's-
Arguing is natural.
arguing
it's
is
gonna happen.
toxic,
No, it's
period.
not. It's not toxic.
So
Yes,
two
it
grown-
is.
It's how you
Don't-
argue.
I don't
Two
want to
grown
argue
people
because
can't
I don't
have a
know where the line
conversation.
is. That's the not stop right here. We're going too far.
Right.
Don't argue with me. I just rather keep it one
the
way.
line should be insulting somebody. That's where it
Once
should
you're
be.
screaming
But
and
what,
I'm
this
trying
the
to
thing.
talk, it's like
How do you know
that's
what
my
was?
line.
What? How do they know what insulted you?
Call
So-
somebody gay, they gonna they gonna know. That's an
But
insult.
they might have said something.
But
You
if
lazy
but-
bitch.
but
But
if
that's
they're
why I
doing
asked
some
her.
sh-
He might
bitch
have said,
shit,
"Hey, you lazy bitch,"
But
and I'll say,
that's why I asked her what she
I didn't know
needed.
your gay ass ain't call me lazy.
That's why I asked
So
her
it's
what she
like-
needed to hear to her for her to respond that way, and she pretty much said nothing.
because I'm thinking about what made me do it when I did it. And to be honest, we was having an argument which we should have never had
Right.
because I don't
See?
want to fucking
You
argue
should
from
have never
the
had
start.
that argument, right?
You know what I'm saying? Then when it goes too far, then the motherfucker want to hang up on you. What the fuck did you hang up on me? Then you go to call back. You call it back 3 or 4 times. This motherfucker is not answering. I will punch you in your head. But since I can't punch
see,
you in your head, you gay as hell. Bye.
That's another problem. This is a problem with women. What is all that? So he ain't answer your phone back. He ain't call you nothing
First
crazy.
of all, he called me and started the argument, said his part and hung up on me, and then didn't answer 3 times. That's bitch shit.
That's
So
facts.
I'm gonna call your ass on that bitch shit.
I'm just saying you ready to put hands on him. That's crazy.
I'm not saying hands.
They
I'm just
said
saying
You said you can't because
Well,
you're
I'm
not there.
saying you know you can't put hands and you don't want to take it that far, so you use that verbal action. You gay as fuck. You fucking gay ass.
All right, relax.
Then they
You
said,
saying like,
they said if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. So he got out the kitchen
and he
He
can't never
turned the
come back
stove
in it.
on.
And he can't.
and he got out the kitchen.
That's okay. I'm saying
I'm
you gotta
not
know
even
your
going
work,
in the
ladies.
kitchen.
You gotta know.
First of
what
all,
you accepting
I'm
and
not
what you
going in
not
the
accepting.
kitchen because I can't take the heat. I'm not even going in there.
That's
I'm gonna
respectable.
keep my ass over. Put me outside in the wintertime.
So
We gonna
don't
put
argue.
this
So
shit on
you
ice.
turn it into a competition
What? Why am I
May
competition?
the best arguer win.
because now you got to get him. And he got like it's like a you know what I mean.
Women
First
did
of all,
say,
if I wasn't
if they
even on that
get
plight
me,
and
get
you
me,
done
I gotta
called
get
me
them,
and
get
got
them,
me
get them.
riled the fuck up, started some shit with me and then hung the fuck up
Women
on me.
did say that.
You's a gay bad. You's a gay mother.
All
You know
right,
what?
stop
I got
saying
some,
it.
That was bitch ass
Bleep it out. I
tactics.
told
Right,
you, bleep
now.
it.
It was bitch ass tactics, and I don't like when a nigga
Feminine
pull bitch
ass
ass tactics on me. I gotta pull your skirt, and I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Feminine tactics.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. Don't
the
try
shit.
me.
Oh
do that.
man.
He always try and boil her water.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah, she the
You
one.
just
She
know I don't
bought-
get
She
none
bought.
of that.
She bought that water herself.
He gonna say she boiled her water.
I do boil all my water myself.
She over there
and
making
I
pasta.
stand on it.
Nah, he over there with a torch lighting to make it hotter. That's what he doing.
Nah, she,
You got it
listen,
at
she
your
said what
pace to boil.
She said what she said, dog. Wasn't on me. She said he
Listen.
called and hung up on me.
I told your ass I'm a little toxic, but you're gonna love it over here.
All right,
I can't help it. It
So
is
check it
what
out.
it is.
So speaking of toxic, just to lighten the tone up a little bit with some serious topics. This was a post on Justin LA Boy page where he said, I guess it was a chick that made this effort. I don't know. Could have been either one because apparently dudes do this too, which is I don't understand that concept. I go through phones. I don't care about nothing being in the dark. I'm the light, which is hilarious.
I don't go through
I ain't going
phones.
through my phone.
I don't go through phones. I don't want to go through your phone. And
Right.
if it's your
Have you? Here's the question:
way,
have you ever gone through a phone in your
Yes,
life?
I have.
No. I mean, yeah, you know,
Yes, I have.
Go ahead.
yeah, back in the day,
Oh, you've done it too.
long time. I ain't something I really. If
Let
I'm
me tell
gonna
you
go
how
through
deep
your
I
phone,
am.
if I can
Hold on, I
get
wanna
in
hear
your
a story.
phone, I'm going to Cash App. That's where I'm going.
Oh,
Let me tell you how
Cash
deep
App.
I am.
Wow.
Right?
That's where I'm going.
I didn't want to get caught going through the phone, right?
Right.
And my niece was living with me at the time. So I was like, listen, later on at night at this time, set our alarm.
She planned it.
I want you to army crawl in the room.
Good.
Take his phone, go through it, send yourself all the screenshots that you can find, and send it to me tomorrow. Now we did it we got away with it a couple times, right? And then this one time, I don't know, he must have felt that we was going through his phone. When I say he popped up and she dropped to the floor, like, so he like, what's going on? What you doing? She's like, oh no, I was trying to look for something.
Oh man.
But I had all the juice from that. So I will send my nieces the army crawl in my room and go through your phone while we sleep.
Even now. So wait.
Yep.
Question: when the first time she went to the phone, what'd you find?
A lot of shit.
Yeah. So here's my problem with that, right?
He was
hate
one of them guys
going
that
through
kept his
phones.
phone like at his hip. Only time he put it down was when it was on the charger on the side of the
What made
dresser.
you want to go to his phone in the first place?
It's woman intuition. I'm gonna be honest
Shut
with
the
you.
fuck up. I hate that shit.
That's really true.
That's the thing, though.
No, it's not.
But, and I'm gonna
Yes,
say,
it's a
I'm gonna say the
thing.
intuition
No.
comes from
Insecurity.
Yes, the fuck
Insecurity.
it is. It's a thing.
No, the
How you gonna say
intuition
no, it's
comes-
not?
Because
It's
it's
a
not.
thing.
the intuition comes
It
from a
is
man's
not.
actions.
Here's hold on. Let me
It
break
is.
it. Here's the bullshit, right?
You wanna
'Cause-
let me make my point?
Nah, fuck your point.
Okay.
Listen, here's the bullshit right
Wow.
You're the shit.
now. You'll go through a nigga phone 10 times and I find nothing 9 times. And find something that 10 times. My intuition knew it. Shut the fuck up. Like, if you keep doing something over and over again, you're bound to find something. That's just how life works.
Now, what I will say-
Nah, because this shit grinds my
Listen,
gears.
some women will go through phones just
And,
off of
hold on,
their
I'm sorry.
prior.
And if you go through the phone 9 times, don't find nothing, you don't tell the nigga you're going through his phone, so now you're being sneaky the whole relationship.
Okay, I'm like,
So what?
I got a
But
You mean,
listen.
so what?
But listen, sometimes women do deal with insecurities and may go through your phone based off that situation.
Right.
And it is a thing called woman intuition.
It's
where,
a thing.
and I'm going to say this.
It's a thing.
The intuition that we have, we pay attention to your actions. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? We constantly watching our man. It's something sexy about him. It's something we want. It's something we like. So when he start moving a little different, we notice
That
it
ain't
instantly.
intuition. You see
Something
it.
is
If
not
he moving
right.
different, he
I
moving
have a
different.
story
That
for
ain't
you.
intuition.
No, it's usually because of something. It's usually because of a bitch because y'all motherfuckers don't know how to
Yeah,
balance
but
it.
intuition
Y'all
is
like
a
to take
feeling.
shits and leave it in the middle of the floor like a damn doll.
Intuition is women saying, I can't see, but I know something's wrong.
No, the fuck.
You can
Listen,
feel it.
Intuition
Right,
is,
it's a feeling.
It's a thing in your gut, and it like drops. It's a thing in your gut that like just fucking drops when you know. Like, so with what you saying with the phone thing, I'm actually wasn't being all the way honest. My ex.
Okay.
So ex got a job, right? Working at like, let's just say it's Walmart overnight. And okay, movement just start getting weird as fuck. Like, all right, let's just say for one, new job, new situation, you get a phone call, lunch breaks, this and that. But then you stop getting phone calls, lunch break, this and that. Okay, boyfriend come in 6 o'clock in the morning from the overnight job. Little buzzes coming in the phone. Now let's just not say you're not looking at the phone, but you happen to catch something like, good morning, good night, my prince. Some shit. You be like, the fuck? Okay, you make it your business. Like, this nigga get ready to be out like a light. I'm about to see what's. The one time when I noticed everything was off, and it's a woman's intuition. Nigga, stop giving me his lunch break calls. Shit start going weird.
That's not intuition.
Start being in like a group chat.
Listen, if somebody
his work group chat.
If somebody start acting different, that's not intuition.
So guess what the message was saying when I opened it.
You said intuition is a feeling. Right.
So the message was saying, he was saying to her, where was my breakfast? You know, I can't go on my day without my sweet tooth. You wasn't in the spot. You wasn't in the location.
Right.
So it was fuckery going on at work.
Fair enough.
So my intuition led me exactly to where I needed to be.
No, you saw the nigga acting different. That ain't intuition.
His vibes was off. His movement was off. Yeah. Phone calls he wasn't getting coming in the morning was happening.
The way I understand how women explain intuition is that things could seem normal, but you just know something's wrong.
No, it's
that's how I always heard it explained.
That's not what it is. Things will be normal and then something will change.
How is that intuition?
It can be the smallest change, though.
It's a change. Something will change.
It can be the smallest change.
I just sat there and told you I was getting normal lunch break calls for this new job. Right. In the beginning, first couple weeks, every lunch break, every break, I was getting them calls. They faded away.
So that's a natural thing. Like, why they fade away? That ain't intuition. It's like, all right,
that's intuition. On top of everything that was happening when he's coming in at 6 in the morning, the phone buzzing and ringing text messages. That's not normal. He don't even know nobody.
Right,
he get washed every day to go to work, right? But now, a couple weeks later in the work, he want to put a little cologne and shit. Like,
yeah, nigga,
listen,
moving different when he
play this. If you're a fucking detective, a detective ain't gonna say I solved the case on intuition. A detective gonna say I saw this, then I saw that.
Detectives get intuition feelings too.
No, they sometimes, but they look at evidence.
You think he was lying? They be like, yeah, something's not right. I don't believe what he's saying.
In the real world, in seriousness and relationships, that's not called being a detective. That's called being attentive to your mate.
No, I'm just saying.
That's just really being called attentive to your mate. Sometimes, like she said, you just turn the fuck on. You can't help different things that you might just gaze at the person and see. But then y'all might lock eyes, and then at some point, the nigga just purposely not.
Men are so stupid they distance themselves from you. Men don't know how to.
When they do something wrong, they act weird. And they don't even realize
they feel like we see them. So it's like, damn, this motherfucker's up to no good. He done folded them shirts 5 times for nothing. Mm-hmm. Something not right.
All right, now hold on. Because you said you're attentive.
Yes.
Well, to me, there should be a fine line between being attentive.
So you can cheat.
Hold on. There should be a fine line between being attentive and always looking for shit. What's the difference?
It's a big difference.
For example, if you always going through my phone, then what are we even built on? Why are we together?
That's the thing. I never went through that phone before.
Listen, if you always going through my phone, why are we together? We built on. We built on nothing. You don't trust me. Why are you with me in the first place?
Can I say this to you too? I feel like some women need that shit. Some women push a man to fucking cheat. They look for so much that they want the man to cheat on them. They gotta have that hurt piece. They gotta have something to make him feel like he gotta nurture and cater to her. I do believe that women sometimes do that. Men too.
This is interesting. Go ahead.
Men too. Not just women. Men do that shit too.
If a nigga wants like, it's just to cheat on him, something wrong with that nigga.
True. Something not right. Something not right. You gotta be doing me wrong because that's just what I'm so used to. And if you're not doing
that's
wrong,
like trauma,
something not right. Yeah.
Right. So how come you don't apologize but you don't find nothing when you go to the phone?
Because you don't know I went through it.
Then you a piece of shit.
I'm going to tell you I went through your phone. Hey, babe, I went through your phone and I ain't find nothing, but I love you.
How crazy is that for you to go behind my back doing shit to me? Because look, here's my logic.
You're going behind my back and doing shit to me.
No, it's not. You didn't find anything.
You're making me feel insecure.
This is crazy. Here's my thing, personally, because I don't think women understand this. Going through my shit, for me, is the equivalent of you cheating on me. That's how I look at it.
Oh, you too fucking dramatic.
It's a violation. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
That's how I look at it.
Two different types of violations.
Because of my last situation,
don't violate my... I don't like that shit.
And you know what? I probably should have looked at that phone a time or two.
You flirting in the inbox and you let somebody actually eat your ass. That's two different things.
Some chicks won't agree. I've been with chicks that said you watch porn, you cheating.
Oh my God, too dramatic.
Yeah, that's too dramatic. My thing is, I like porn,
violation. Listen, a violation of privacy of any type. Like if somebody breaking your car, you don't feel violated?
Yes.
To me, going through my phone is the same feeling. I'm sorry.
It is not.
How you gonna tell me how I feel? You invalidating my feelings?
That's dramatic.
It's not dramatic. Nah.
It's not like going
especially if you're already a private person. Like, just don't go through my shit. I'm sorry.
Well, don't be so damn private.
But then you'll get the men who feel that way, right?
Right.
you'll be on a FaceTime or something else, and they want to come make their self be known. Like, babe, what you?
See, I hate
Who
FaceTime.
that?
I don't like FaceTime anyway.
Who that?
You know what I'm saying? They'll first be private with their shit,
Always
then want to
private
be
with their
all
shit,
up
but
in
wanna
what
be
you
up
got
in their
going on
shit.
in their own kind of
Absolutely.
way. Like, boy,
Absolutely.
bye.
Well, let's get
Queen.
back to the question. How come when you don't find shit, so the niggas not doing nothing right now, at least you have nothing to show?
We all apologize. We all
I don't
go
when
through
I
phones.
looked,
I
I
think
felt
that's-
something and I found
I don't go
shit.
through the phone. I think it's the whole shit.
Men-
I've gone through somebody's wasn't even phone. It was on
Men
my
assume
computer
shit,
one time.
period,
The only
about
time.
women.
You said what?
Men assume so much shit about women that they never apologize about.
Like,
Whatever you may have assumed about a woman.
I mean, if you assume something about a chick and you shouldn't be with her, then that's how I look at it. Like, same with y'all.
Is y'all
Like,
apologizing?
I never did this before. So I don't understand what you're
All
talking
right. Well, I've had my fair share of snooping through phones.
But back to the question: why do you don't apologize if you don't find nothing?
I didn't apologize,
I'm
but
not letting you
I
off the
did
hook.
at some point tell the truth.
Would you? Oh, you told me you went through his phone.
Yeah, I told him that I sicked her in there to go through his phone. I did tell him.
When it
Have
was
you
time-
ever gone? All right. Have you ever
when
gone through a
it's
nigga
time to
phone?
let out the cat out
You ever
the
gone through a
bag.
nigga phone and not found nothing? That's the question.
No.
I have never. When I did
Me
it,
either.
I felt it. I looked through it and found what I
I've never
needed.
not found nothing. Like I'm not.
I just
that
told you
lucky.
my last
I'm not
relationship.
that lucky.
I purposely never checked
That's
the
the
phone
fact.
period,
That's a
no
fact.
matter how I felt, just because.
I probably went through 2 relationships with 2 phones. I probably went through,
All right, Kevin
and
Gates.
those 2 ones I went through, I definitely found.
Oh, so you're not a habitual phone goer through her.
No,
And no.
no.
My mom always said, if you go looking for
You
some
gonna find
shit,
something.
you're gonna find
That's how
it.
it go.
And I always,
Absolutely.
every time I even,
I think that's why I'm looking.
I think
I'm trying to find
certain people do what's called self-sabotaging, and they can't just be happy.
I agree.
For example, if we tie it back into the very beginning where we watched that video, and she said, "Just lie to me,
Don't lie to me.
make me feel good." So
who said that?
nigga Giovanni, she said, "Pretend with me, just lie to me."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All I care about is how I feel in the end of the day. Like, what the truth matter?
I really tell the truth.
That's deep. It's
Tell
interesting.
me the truth though.
Yeah,
Because if
man.
you ain't happy,
We
and
all
you doing
human.
Something else, then go about it.
So you never know what somebody else is doing.
That's the
That's true.
thing.
That's why you go through phones.
Then you make yourself miserable though. Do that.
I mean,
Honestly. How does that help you?
listen, I done some shit in relationships. I done put apps on phones where I
Are you
can
tracking
literally
people?
see. No, fuck tracking them.
I
Every
know
text
what you mean.
message he got, I
Spyware.
got to my phone.
Right.
So who texting us? Oh, he said we gonna go see them bitches tonight. Okay, I know where you trying to motherfucking go. So yeah, I've done it. I've done it.
If you saw that, how long after that you stayed with him?
Oh, I went in there instantly and slapped them in the face.
How long? Y'all women are crazy. You can't hit people.
You
What if
can't
he
hit
knocks your
people.
dumb ass
You
out?
can't
Then
hit
what?
people.
then we'll deal with it when I get the fuck back up. Then
But I'm
that's
saying,
it.
how long did you stay with him for after that? Is what I asked.
I'm gonna be
Because
honest.
why
with
go
you.
through somebody's shit and keep staying with it? That don't make sense. Don't
Because
add up.
I don't want to be in the dark. Obviously, you ain't got enough balls to tell me. And I don't
No,
wanna
you
be
ain't
in
got
the
no balls
dark
to
about
break
it.
up. That's the problem. Y'all do all this to stay with somebody. I don't understand that.
Breaking up ain't as easy as just walking. Like you can't just get up and walk away from somebody and the feelings is gone
And I think
and
even-
everything
So-
you had with the person is
And
just
even
gone.
when you see the shit
you gotta
right there in your
eventually.
face, you can't believe it. Like you just really like get the really mother.
And
really
then
motherfucker
sometimes
that
you
shit.
feel like you don't want that person to have feel like they got one up on you. So some people will stay in a relationship to feel like,
Just to get
oh, this
their
bitch
shit
ain't gonna
back.
feel like she took this nigga from me.
petty revenge.
You feel me? So
But
petty
so
revenge. I
so
love
so
that.
if you're not gonna break up with the person, what's the point of going through their shit?
'Cause
If
I
you-
need to
if
know
you
what the
find
fuck you
something,
got going on.
that's
Yeah, because
insanity.
because your idea of
insanity.
what they're
I mean,
trying
some
to
women
paint
want to
to
sneak
you.
and do them too. Oh, listen, you don't get to cheat,
Me,
and I don't
want
get
a
to
nigga
cheat too.
smiling all
Let's
in my
cheat
face,
together.
keep capping me
Shit.
with all this bullshit when I know
Some women
it's
want to
some
do
other
that.
shit
Some women
going
want to
on.
cheat together.
That's my thing.
Some women may be comfortable. Listen, this is what you want to do. This is what I want to do too. Let's have an open relationship. You never know what may be brought to the table if you're honest.
I'm the type. I find some crazy dirt like that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm breaking up with you immediately. No questions asked.
Some crazy dirt.
And I'll deal with my emotions.
What's considered crazy
I'll
dirt?
deal with my emotions afterwards.
What's considered crazy dirt? Actually having sex with another person?
No. So I broke up with somebody because they had somebody in my house.
Wow.
And I'm pretty confident they didn't smash him. But I don't give a fuck. I told them you should have. Out of here.
At that point, you might as well have. Yo,
Yeah,
you
done
already
crossed the
violated.
line.
That's
Yeah.
definitely a line you got to be careful of crossing.
But is that really the same line as actually fucking somebody? It really ain't the same line. But to me it is.
If you bring a motherfucker to my house,
I
that's
agree.
the same line.
I agree.
I don't give a flying. Do not bring.
But that's
someone
not the
to
same
my
line
house.
as going out to lunch with a person. You get what I'm saying? It's a different type of violation.
But if that happens too,
You go to lunch with a person, you on the same line. I don't know what you did.
If you go to lunch with somebody, out of here.
Right,
yeah, but it's still. But what I'm saying, they still may be out of here either way. But I still feel like it's a different violation.
Not to me, not really.
You're sneaking at that point. But bitch, you bring this motherfucker in my crib.
Right.
That's too.
That's total violation. Bringing someone
you can. That's
where
that's
you lay your
somebody's
head,
livelihood. Like what if
Right.
this guy you brought here
Disrespect.
getting his feelings about this bitch and come back and kill both of y'all?
Right.
You feel me? He know where you live.
Or the
at now.
bitch.
That's a different
the
violation.
bitch or the nigga. What if
Absolutely.
you can't get rid of the crazy ass single white female ass bitch that's now trying to change lanes on your life?
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Expose you all.
Now they know where you live at. Like
Yeah,
what?
like,
I done left
nah.
this bitch and you still coming to shoot me? Like no, it's too much.
Right.
It's too much. That's a different violation right there. Like, what if we got kids? Like
There's
too
levels
much,
to
too
this
much.
shit, man, and that ain't one of them.
Definitely.
Facts.
And don't bring them to the house as well.
You can cheat all you want.
crying.
You might get away with some shit. You bring somebody to my house, everybody's ass is done.
You ever heard that saying, let that man cheat in peace?
So I don't like the saying "let a man cheat in peace" because like that just raises all types of non-approvals for me. Like, why would I let him cheat in peace? The fuck, I'm gonna give him hell and everything with it.
Absolutely. I'm just saying it because, like, as with him being a man, can you let her cheat in peace?
Hell no.
Right.
But what you don't know
types
can't
of
hurt
hell.
you. Same time.
That's not true.
That is true. What you don't know can't hurt you. That is true.
That's not true.
How?
Because when
Sweetie,
you
you
find
said
out,
that in the episode, though. I just watched you say that. What I
But
don't,
when you
I do,
find
said,
out-
I do believe what I don't know won't hurt me.
that means I'm not going to snoop and go look for it. But if it comes to me because your ass is a dirty dog and you just out here shitting and leaving turds everywhere for somebody to smash again.
It seems like
I
you're going to
said
snoop
before.
regardless. You just a snooper.
I don't
She's
snoop
not a
no more.
snooper.
Oh, you went to rehab? And
No,
you
but
stopped?
sometimes certain things come to me. I've had females find my number and call me to tell me shit.
Oh, that's
I don't
different.
go through the phone.
That ain't
no more.
snooping. That's different. That's
You know, but that conversation was like more in my 20s when I did that stuff.
Right,
I know
right.
I'm a grown woman now.
Right.
But I'm not doing the same things in my 20s that I in my 30s now. It's just not happening.
I'm not doing
But
the
I don't
same
care
things
that
I
much.
did in one or two relationships in the next 2 or 3
Yeah.
because you don't want to keep making the same fucking mistakes. Like,
Absolutely.
period.
That's
right,
considered
right.
insanity.
I got
That
a
is.
topic.
All right, go ahead.
You ready for this? I think it was your topic. You always leaving me with something and then forgetting it.
That's because we just be
Y'all,
talking.
so if you have a person, right, and y'all separate for
Right.
whatever the reason,
Right.
and y'all get back together and y'all knew each other was dating other people,
Right.
and you'd be like, in that shit, I want it to end. I want it over. Like, do y'all think that you should end it? It should be ended. It should be over.
I've gone through
because the
that,
person
so.
says it. Like, even if y'all haven't validated where y'all going with it again or nothing, but you just don't like the fact that it's other motherfuckers around. See, like, nah, we ain't even doing this unless you end that shit. You think that it's valid? It should be ended.
I mean, is it valid? No, it really ain't. But that's what you're gonna want because I've done that before. So it's like, you know what I mean, I've done that where I've co-signed. Like, I don't care. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing my thing over here.
And then when you get back with that person,
it's like, all right, shut that shit down.
yeah, I said that shit is
Sober. Leave it alone.
and it's like, and it took a while.
Yeah, because it's like you wanted to play, and then
Right.
and then y'all really know where each other at, and y'all was honest with each other. Like, fuck, I'm fucking so.
That's why you
know
gotta
what I
make
mean?
sure.
And you like, all right, I know you fucking so, but that shit is over, ended.
Nah, you gotta.
Then you like, oh, it's not done. Oh, you didn't end it. You ain't. I said I want that shit to end. The fuck.
You set somebody free. You set them free. You gotta be able to deal with that. That's how it goes.
But if you want them back,
Don't matter.
you gonna deal with it.
But then they had that TikTok that be like, now I gotta go pick up all my hoes again because you done came and fucked up and I done dropped all my hoes for you. And now I gotta go back and get my hoes again.
That's funny. But I'm saying if you willing to take that, like now if you take that's a loss you take. All right, it is what it is. Cool.
Is they worth it?
That's up to you to decide.
I just want to know if y'all think that
Is it
when a
worth it?
person is deciding to get back together and they tell the other person, all right, you got to end that shit,
Well,
if it
then
should
when
just
you
be
say-
that simple.
When you just said if they decide.
Yeah, but do they want to
together,
get back
that's-
with the first person? Do they want to get back?
Right.
Because if they want to get back, they should end it on their own.
That's what I was gonna
Right.
say. You ain't even gotta.
Right,
say
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Y'all ain't even clarified. Y'all just vibing again like, fuck that. I want
I think
you
the
back.
problem happens.
I think
Like,
the person
I
telling
want you
they-
back,
they-
but I know you fucking with so that got to stop.
now
I
you
think
know what
the person
but
telling you to get rid of them is already that they want something.
Now what happens a lot of times is the person who did the breaking up, right? Because of the other person's transgression, right? So now when they get back or want to get back, what happens is a lot of times that other person who got dumped, they want some payback. And even if they want to get back together, they'll drag that shit out and keep fucking with that person just so you can feel how they felt when you left them.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what happens.
Right. And then it's like, I don't got to just stop my shit because you say so now. Like,
So would you just do it in secrecy?
No, because it's like, all right, what if it was a bad situation, right?
Yeah.
And they couldn't get your time of day no more, so they thought, but then it kind of gets to the point where they get your time of day again. And then y'all start communicating again. Mm-hmm. And then you be like, yeah, well, I got a situation. They're like, I don't care. I just want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get that sometimes, like, especially if you was good to that person and they fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? And then you like,
Am I low?
Are you good? You right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You like, you know, it's not gonna be that easy. You gotta give me a second. That's our favorite line. I need a minute to clear this up over here.
Especially
our
if
minute turned into a month.
I'm trying to figure some shit out.
I'm keeping both of y'all.
Especially if you like, if you like, say you find a John and like sex is crazy, like she cool as hell, like. Yeah, I want to just stop this right away. Like, what you mean?
Cause
like,
your ass ready to come back.
This shit cool. This is easy. It's not a headache. She understands that what we are, what we not.
Well, have that bitch.
That's how it be.
Have her. Leave me the fuck alone. Because you ain't getting us both.
Right, period.
The hell? Leave that bitch alone.
I bet you will.
He gonna say, I bet you will.
You won't get me. You better choose wisely.
All right.
All right.
on that note.
You shot the fuck.
But I mean, we did give him a lot. We could wrap it up anytime, honestly.
All right, we did pretty good tonight.
I think so. I think it was a pretty good, well balanced episode.
If we touched anything y'all want us to touch on a little bit more about, comment below.
Comment below.
And let us know.
And let us know.
Again, we appreciate y'all for watching, subscribing, commenting. Like, we couldn't ask for better subscribers.
Y'all the truth.
Y'all say it's definitely getting some love. It's only been, what, like 2 months, roughly?
8 episodes. So that's about
We're doing
2 months
pretty good,
exactly.
guys.
Yeah.
Yes, we appreciate the love. We love y'all. We're going to shout y'all out every time you comment, subscribe. Well, we can't really shout them out for subscribing. But if you comment, say something, say shout me out, we're going to shout you out.
Yeah,
especially if y'all keep rocking with us episode after episode, y'all let them comment.
Totally. And if you got anything going on that you want us to follow, like, subscribe, we're going to show the love back.
Facts.
Don't hesitate, okay? Again, it's your girl, Barbie Doll Diva. Your girl,
Queen.
Brother with a camera.
Behind the camera.
As always. And we out.
We out of here.